Hi guys, it's Gabe, and I'm gay, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Gay Converse podcast. It has been a couple of weeks. I can explain. Last time we talked, my book had just come out, and we are. Honestly, I'm kind of just surprised that my book came out. But besides that point, there's been a lot that's happened. You know, we had midterms happening. We had a lot of stuff going on. Trust me, with classes kicking up, and also I had a lot of struggles with a lot of my homework because they were assigning things left, right, and center. And I was just really busy, you guys. I'm not going to lie. But it's nice to be back and chatting with you guys again. It's been honestly nice to have a little break, I guess. But I also did miss it a lot. So I am back and happy to be back. And since we're back, I also wanted to give you guys some little life updates. Some of them being I had my book event, which was so fun. I had so much fun at the book event. I honestly could not believe how scary it was beforehand, but I did it and it was so fun. And I honestly just like knocked myself out. It was so fun. It was so great. I didn't actually knock myself out. You know what I mean? It's, a metaphor. But besides that point, I had a lot of journalism articles come out. If you didn't know, I'm the opinion editor for the Nevada Sagebrush, which is the student newspaper, and it's been pretty fun to be working there. And I like when you guys compliment my articles, or you read it and you enjoy it and you tell me what you think of it. It means a lot to me because I honestly sometimes I don't know how good my stuff is because I guess I'm kind of biased. So when I do get to hear back from you guys, it's pretty great. And it's nice to be back talking on the podcast because I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a minute, and I would love to talk to you guys again. Honestly, it's been so long. And so since it's been like forever, I'm just genuinely like so excited to talk about like all the things we've missed out on. I wish I could talk to you guys like one-on-one. I wish I could hear a response from you guys and like know what you guys have been up to. I made my first YouTube video in 3 years, which was scary but fun, but scary but fun. It was intense, and when I actually got it done, it came out of nowhere. Like I really, really wasn't expecting to do it. And then one day I picked up my camera and I said, yep, I am going to do this thing and go off the bat and just go off. And so I did that, and I loved it because it was my first time I got to make a YouTube video in the 4:3 aspect ratio, which is something I've always wanted to do. Recently, at least, I've wanted to make a video in the 4:3 aspect ratio, and I'm so excited I got to do it. So it's cool because it's like a cool little box kind of view, and it looks really unique. I think it's one of the cooler looking videos styles that you could do. I think it will become more trendy in the future. At least I hope so. I think people will like it when it's more 4:3. I don't know what it is. I think when you have such a big, wide net of like view and stuff, you just start to lose your focus into what the actual person is, and you get distracted with like all the other things in the scene. And when you get to cut that out and only keep yourself in like the frame, it's honestly pretty great. I really love it. I really do. And so getting to make a new YouTube video and come back was so fun. My editing style and me being able to edit fast is still a thing I can do, which is amazing, and I love that for me. Also in the news, 3-Letter Lovers is available at Target and Walmart. They finally put up the listings. I did say it would be available everywhere you buy books, and I didn't lie. That's proof of it right there. I'm so excited to have it at Walmart and Target because those are some pretty big booksellers, and I do go shop at Target a lot, so getting to have a book there is pretty fun. Besides like having it on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and stuff. But yeah, besides that, it's been just fun to go through the release cycle and experience that for the first time. It's fun and it's scary and it's intense, and honestly, it's crazy. Honestly, it can be intense, but we got it done, you guys, and we're here now. One of the things I've just been having issues with is TikTok. TikTok has this thing where they won't let me get more than 200 views. Every single time I get 200 views, and I'll get like more than like 30 likes or something, TikTok will just be like, okay, you're done. No more views for you. And it's so unfair. Like, what did I do to deserve that? I didn't even do anything wrong. They're so mean. Like, I genuinely do not know why they won't let me get more than 200 views. And it just feels like they're stopping me just because they can. And it genuinely just feels like I can't, like, I just genuinely feel like I cannot do what I want to like do, because when I make a video, it doesn't get pushed out the way it should be, like how everyone else's thing goes out. And so that's a bit frustrating. I'm not going to lie. But besides that fact, besides getting distracted, I am going to talk about Thanksgiving, because we had Thanksgiving and that was fun. You know, Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. I got new AirPods, the new generation AirPods Pro, which are actually hecka good. A big upgrade from the original AirPods generation 1. And surprisingly, I've been really loving the way they fit in my ears. I'm more of an AirPods Max person, but I'm not gonna lie, I have been loving them so far. And so I would recommend the upgrade if you do consider it or are questioning it. I am like an audiophile person, so I do like to consider and think a lot about my audio, and I like to make sure I'm listening to things in the right way, the right style, in a way that sounds so great. It's so amazing. But anyways, besides that fact, I wanted to talk about some cool things that have happened on campus since we last talked. There's been a lot of games, football games. We've lost a lot of football games. I'm not going to lie. We've won some, I think, some as in one, I believe. We have had a lot of different types of dramas going on campus. And the thing about dramas on campus is it can be pretty fun. Sometimes it cannot be fun. And so I just thought we would go over it. One of the things I've recently written about is the bird scooters, which are the electric scooters that you can use and ride and things like that on campus, which are really fun to use, except for when you're mean, you fall off of them and give yourself second-degree burns. But when you're not giving yourself second-degree burns, I must say they are really fun to use. But I wrote an article about why the bird scooters can be a bit dangerous, and also people who ride skateboards, scooters, things like that on campus can also be dangerous to people who are walking, because one little misstep and you're crushed, you're knocked over, and you're on the ground crying, baby. So I personally loved writing that article. I hope you guys will check it out. All these articles are on the Nevada Sagebrush website, and I did end up making that review on Spotify, which I focused more on why Spotify is so focused on having social abilities rather than the music quality that they should be promoting. And so I personally loved writing that whole entire article, and it was really, really fun to just kind of dig into them, not gonna lie. But I personally I just absolutely cannot believe that sometimes people don't want to see into things more than their own belief. So getting to hear other people's opinions and see people thinking oh, he's wrong, even though they don't really consider what it could be or why, it can be pretty intense. But besides that point, I wanted to also focus on some other fun things that have been happening. One of those things being winter break coming up. We got final season coming up, you guys. Class registration was really intense. There's a thing about registration in classes and stuff that's really intense for me, because I, for the life of me, cannot end up getting the classes I want most of the time. But I will tell you this, I did get my Taylor Swift tickets. I got Taylor Swift tickets, you guys. I think you guys know about the controversy. I think you heard about Ticketmaster being an issue and nobody getting tickets and people struggling to get tickets and it being a total chaos show. But I will say I got my tickets, and not only did I get tickets, I got front row tickets on the floor. So that means she's gonna be right in my face sometimes during the show, right in front of me, you guys. I might literally die. This is a big deal for me. I, as you know, love Taylor Swift, but for her to be right in front of me during the Eras tour, I'm gonna pass out and cry and turn and twist and burn and cry and twist and burn and cry and die. But yeah, I'm shook about that. I'm so excited about that. I'm I can't comprehend the fact that it's happening. She hasn't toured in 5 years, and I almost went to the Reputation tour, but I ended up not going because I had other things I had to do, and I kind of forever regretted that. But this is my chance to shine, especially now that I got those crazy good seats. And so just follow my social medias, because I know there's going to be a bunch of good photos and videos that I'm going to be posting. I'm so stoked. I'm really quaking in my boots. I'm so excited, and I hope some of you guys got tickets if you wanted them. It's so fun to get the chance to see Taylor on the screen, or not the screen, in person, get to see her. Yeah, that's the thing, I'm not seeing her on the screen which is literally crazy. I'm genuinely just so excited, and I love Taylor. She's my favorite artist ever. So you cannot take anything away from me, okay? She's just the best. But besides that point, I just wanted to talk a lot about the really cool things that have happened with besides, like, getting Taylor Swift tickets, which is like amazing and really, really fun and cool and quirky and one of the most game-changing things that's happened to me in the past couple weeks. But besides that, I have had inklings that I'm going to be getting a new boyfriend soon, which is so fun. Can't wait for him to show up wherever he's at. Let me know. Anybody listening want to be my boyfriend? No, just kidding. I've been getting email after email after email, which is a little bit frustrating, but we're pushing through. We are pushing through so hard. And so I've been focusing a lot on trying to get through things, get through work, get through schoolwork. It's been chaotic. It really is. And so getting the chance to, I guess, kind of have some time to myself and breathe in and kind of step away from the podcast for a minute was kind of okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't stay away too long, that I kind of, I don't want to be forgotten. I don't want to be forgotten and left in the quiet. No, but I'm just so excited to, like, get this chance to, be back and have fun and chat with you guys. And honestly, it's just, I don't even know what to talk about because I kind of just went over everything. I'm not going to lie. I flew through that. Okay. Flew through it. So now I have to find something to talk about. I think I will talk about people being upset about the iPads. People are upset about people who were not sophomores or juniors up. They did not get their iPads, so they're upset about that. Of course they are. I feel bad for them, but at the same time, like I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, I'm sorry. It's so, like, dishonest. Sorry. I'm like, oh no, I'm so sorry. That must suck. As I, like, turn on my iPad. No, but I'm just, like, trying to think of, like, how we can even that out for them. It's a bit unfortunate they can't get iPads. I think everybody should be able to get iPads. I don't think it should only apply to, like, new freshmen that are, like, allowed to, like, get their iPads, I think that they should have the opportunity to get them. And I think since it's, like, a deal with Apple and stuff, like, you would think they would find a way to make it so everybody who is a actual, like, I don't want to say a student at UNR should be able to get a iPad. It should not be that difficult, and I would hope that could be possible, but apparently that's not going to happen. And it's really unfortunate because I personally would have loved for everybody to get an iPad because that's just even. It's even, it's fair, it's square, and everyone would be happy. But something went wrong that they just can't do that, But besides that fact, I also learned that Matchbox 20 is coming to Sparks to play. Matchbox 20, you guys, in June, which is far away. I won't lie. June is really far away from now, but it's pretty exciting. I would definitely check that out if you are intrigued and you do love Matchbox 20. Johnny Depp did perform in Reno like 2 weeks ago, and I didn't hear anything about that, honestly. It doesn't sound very fun, honestly. I don't think he would be the best singer that you should be supporting. Just saying. I'm just saying. But what I am going to say is that if you did go to his concert, like, I hope you had fun. The nicest way I can say it. I hope you enjoyed your time. Just says that, like, there's nothing, like, it's not upsetting to me at all. Yeah. No, but besides that fact, we got a lot of cool things coming up here in Reno. We have Dear Evan Hansen is coming to Reno, you guys, in January. That's right. And this is the last episode of November, which means December's coming up, winter season, and you know what comes with winter? Seasonal depression. I get bad seasonal depression. I'm sure you get bad seasonal depression. We all get seasonal depression. It's kind of a thing. And I recently heard about, like, light therapy. People do, like, light therapy to get through their seasonal depression and stuff. I've never tried that, but I'm curious if that does work. And I kind of want to try that because I might be down bad to literally try the like light therapy thing. I think you need, like, certain lights and, like, you need to turn it to, like, a certain level or whatever. I'm not a huge light person, but that's the problem. I'm like a hawk. I'm a night hawk. I love to work at night. I love to think at night. I love to work at night. I think I already said that. You get what I'm trying to say. I'm just a person that likes to work at night, and I like nighttime more. So when they say like you need to act like or wake up earlier in the day to like get through things and like get rid of your seasonal depression, it's like blah. Why do I have to do that? That does not sound fun. It sounds really brutal and annoying and frustrating, and that does not sound like something I want to commit to. So I'm literally like in that point where I don't want to try that, but I do at the same time. Yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. I'm always all over the place. But that's the fun of it, you know? That's the fun of it all. But besides that fact, I wanted to talk a bit about some of the really fun things that have happened in different locations that you guys listen to. I found out that I have a lot of listeners in the United Kingdom, which is really interesting to me, you guys. We have a bunch of downloads in the UK. And we've had some downloads and listeners in Nigeria. We've had some listeners in Turkey. And we've had some listeners in France. Like, you guys are all over. And all over the United States, too. We've got Washington, New York. We've got some Canadians in this thing. Hawaiians, of course. We got a bunch of people, you guys. So I want to say thank you so much for supporting the podcast. I love making this. I'm so excited. Don't forget to follow it, add it, things like that, so that way you're notified when there's a new episode. Because why not? You know, it's always fun to have fun little notifications. It says, you know, Gay Converse has a new episode. And it's like, oh my gosh, you know, it's so cool. Sorry, I just got like hungover on that situation. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support, and also on the book and other projects I've been working on. It means a lot. I've also been working on some projects with my website. I have been starting my online store, making it a bit more about my photography prints, which is fun. So that way I can try to do photography a bit more as a job, less as a hobby. Of course, I want to still do it as a hobby because I don't want to remove the hobby aspect of it, because then I'm going to start losing dedication. But when it comes to like capturing things for people to buy as like prints or things that might be entertaining to them that they might want to buy and things like that, sounds really fun, and I would love to share those things with you. And so I would literally love to just like share these things with you and like continue to talk about the things that we've been talking about before, and just getting that like time to breathe in and take in time before, you know, the finals start, and we start getting really upset about that, and we start getting into that point where we don't know what to do anymore because, you know, finals is all up over us. And then by the time finals, you know, ends, we're like already done with school, which is crazy. I had an English class that literally is already done. My online English class that I had literally finished already. I think the guy's like wife had like some kind of issue or something, and he just couldn't keep doing the class. He kept falling behind with like grading and like teacher conferences, things like that. And so he had to just like finish the class early. Not that I'm complaining. I did my essay, I got a good grade, and I called it quits, and I don't have any issue with that. But it was pretty interesting that we finished a class so early, you know. With school registration, I've had a lot of issues with it. I never seem to just get all the classes I want. I always need to have, I swear to you, I always need to have some kind of wait list. And it's so frustrating because like I don't want to keep getting waitlisted, but I continue to. And My Nevada is literally, in case you're not from here, the My Nevada is like the website that we use to like sign into our college, like to get our schedules, things like that, create them. And it's one of the worst websites I've ever seen. It's so badly integrated, especially on mobile. It's awful. And apparently it's like that for all colleges, so I can't really like complain about UNR's integration of it because, well, you know, they can't really do anything considering it's like the program that all colleges use. But at the same time, it's so like frustrating and annoying that I keep getting waitlisted for things. I think like my waitlisted classes that I have are not even in like close positions. Like it's at the point where I'm not even going to get to take the class. Like I have this one class that I'm waitlisted on, and I think I'm like number 19 or something like that. Like, are you serious, man? And it's so unfair because it's not like I waited to like do the enlisting or like to like register. I literally did it the minute I was able to. I did it the exact minute it was open for me, as if it was like Taylor Swift tickets. I swear to you, I registered classes as soon as I could. And the thing is they open it for other people before me and before other people. And it's so unfair. They make the sophomores like the worst people in line to get their stuff. And it sucks because it's like, why? Like, why can't we just do it all at once? And whoever's like remembering to do it on time gets the stuff first. It shouldn't be that hard. You know what I mean? Like, just let everybody do it at once. And if you get your class and you're like on your like schedule and you know what you're doing and you have your time ready and stuff, you'll get your class. But no, they have to like make it so you have to like fight for these classes, and it's so unfair. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I can't even get the class even though I'm like trying my best to do it, you know? And it sucks. All I want to do is get the class, but you know what? What do I know? But you know, it's just like I have to do these certain classes because they are requirements, and I can't even get them done because you know I keep getting waitlisted for it, and then I'm gonna just end up being like really messed up when the time comes, and I'm stuck, you know, and I can't take the class, and so I'm in a pretty bad situation with it, honestly. And I'm in that stage where I have to start like selecting classes to take, even though I might not be able to like actually like I don't want to take this version of the class, but I have to add it just in case the other one's waitlist doesn't like actually go through, so that way I have like a backup version. And it's unfortunate because a lot of them are like classes that I either, you know, I don't know the instructor for, or it's like a big risk like schedule wise with time, and it's just it's a mess. It really is a mess, and I would love for it to not be a mess, but that's not how things work in this society. You know what I mean? It's just frustrating, if I'm being honest with you. I'm just really like, yeah, I'm just really stressed out about it, and I wish things weren't like that. But hopefully I'll figure it out, and hopefully I will be able to get through school, and I will be able to, you know, get things done pretty good, and I will graduate in time. That's the hope. I am hoping and I'm praying that I can graduate in time. I'm just stressed out because college, you know, I know you're not supposed to like stress out about, you know, trying to be on schedule and stuff with everybody else, but if I'm being honest with you, I do. And I think everybody kind of does. Like, I don't find it fun to just like fingers crossed, hope for the best, and like okay with being late or like graduating late. I don't want to do that. I want to like get it done when everyone else gets it done. But sometimes you don't get what you want, and it's really unfortunate. But you know, I'm working through it. I'm working hard for it. Okay. But besides that, I don't know why I started whispering. I apologize. I kind of just forgot I was like talking, and then I started whispering. But besides that, you guys, I hope you guys got something nice for yourselves. Treated yourself something nice for Cyber Monday and Black Friday. There was a lot of nice deals this year, actually. A lot of the places that I buy clothes from did like 50% off things, and I didn't buy any clothes because I have a lot of clothes, but it's pretty cool to have like places that do 50% off or 60% off, like those actual really, really good sales. Those are amazing, and I literally love them to the end of the world. I really do. And so I personally am so like happy that like Black Friday and Cyber Monday is a thing, because some things I just wouldn't buy without them, or like wouldn't even consider buying without them. And sometimes there's like things I need to buy during that time, and then I forget to buy it on that time, and then after I'm like, oh no, I forgot to buy it, and then I'm like screwed, and then I can't get the thing for like the next year. Sorry, I'm just like ranting. But my favorite like deals are on software things like editing programs and stuff, because they always have really nice good deals. And so I'm always like trying to get the best deal on my programs and like editing things. And I personally am in love with working and like trying to get programs and things that I use all the time for like a cheaper amount. Like this one app that I'm trying to use right now that I'm like is like 30% off. I had another place that was like $30 off, which is pretty good for like what the software is. And I'm just like in love with these deals sometimes, because the more programs I have, sometimes I feel more inspired to work harder on things. And when I feel more inspired to work harder on things, you know, the better I end up doing. And so luckily some of these sales end in early December, so I don't have to like rush and like know like what I want to buy exactly like right now. But some things are a bit ending soon, and it's a bit unfortunate. And some of them like I want to do, but at the same time I also feel like I don't use the stuff enough to actually buy it. So I kind of enter that like weird era where I don't even know what I want to pick or buy anymore, you know. I'm just kind of in that zone right now, but I'm trying my best, and that's more than enough. But besides that, you guys, I'm also using my Apple Watch more. I don't know why. I've always had an Apple Watch, but I never like used it all the time. I'm starting to learn. Well, I had to look up personally. I had to look up what people do for their Apple Watch. So one of the questions I always have was like, do you guys like take it off? Like, when do you take it off? Because some people literally take it off when they sleep, or no, not sleep. Some people don't take it off when they sleep, is what I'm trying to say. Like, they'll wear it while like the whole time they're sleeping. They wear it through the whole day. Like, when do you take it off? And so some people are like, I take it off when I go into the shower. So now that I learned that, I'm trying to use my Apple Watch a bit more, and it's pretty cool. I love seeing my heart rate and like the numbers and stuff. Health wise and like number wise, it's not a good idea for me, because when I get stuck in like trying to read numbers and stuff, I just end up like in that like zone of like stressing myself out. And so I am hopefully like not trying to do that again. But I am so excited to like finally get that opportunity to get more information about myself. And Apple Watches are really cool because you can literally learn so much about yourself and the things you do and why you do certain things or why you feel a certain way. And I never would have expected that before. And I'm sure you guys are like, duh, that's what it does. But I'm just saying, I'm still getting used to it. Okay. One thing I also learned was like how people literally use their Apple Watches to track their like medications and stuff. That is cool. I love that. I have been using my Apple Watch to like track my medications and give me like notifications. I think I said that wrong, but I've been using my Apple Watch to give me notifications when to take my medication. It's the notifications and medication sound the same, and then it screws me up. But literally the Apple Watch, literally I love it because it's literally tells, and you don't need an Apple Watch to do that either. You can just use the health app, and that's the best thing ever. I love that app. So yes, I would keep it in mind and I would use it. If you guys love like exercising or you want to know more about your health and things like that, definitely get an Apple Watch. They are a bit of expensive, but you can get like some of the cheaper ones pretty good. The new Apple Watch like Ultra is insane. It's like really expensive, but the things it can do is so insane, and it's definitely not something I would need. That's something if you're like a pro athlete, World Cup, hiking in the woods, about to beat a bear up with your bare hands kind of vibe. So that's not me. But if that is you and you are a bear fighter, go for it, man. All the luck to you. You take those bears off one by one, and I will be in the corner. I will support you. That's what my job is. You know what I mean? But yeah, on a real note, I love my Apple Watch recently, and I've been using it so much recently just to like find my way around things and find why I do certain things the way I do them. And not looking back, I'm going to try to keep dedicating myself to it. Not that I haven't used it before, it's just I'm getting back into it, and since I've gotten back into it, there's been a lot of changes like when it comes to how it works and things like that. So it's not that I never used it, but I think you guys know what I mean. I'm overthinking now on the podcast. So great. But yeah, you guys, we are literally in that point now. I can't believe I'm about to say this. We are literally at this point where we're at the end of the episode, and it flew by for me. I hope it did for you too. I think the thing I love about having the episode like this is literally just the fact that we can talk and you can have in the background and just hear my voice and hear things about me. I've had people say my voice is very like soothing and like something they could like sleep to, which is really interesting. So I hope you're not falling asleep to my podcast. And I'm just kidding. If you are, that's okay too. But I hope my voice is soothing. I don't know if it is. I'm biased. I've had my voice my whole life, so I don't know how it sounds in comparison to other people. How other people view it, I mean. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you next week. I'm going back to the weekly schedule. Let's hear it. I'm back again. I want to say thank you so much for listening again. Thank you so much for supporting the podcast and the book, which you can buy now. 3-Letter Lovers is available everywhere you buy books. You can buy it today. And if you're fast enough, you can still get some Cyber Monday deals and Black Friday deals on it. And this podcast is opinions that are mine and not associated with the opinions and do not reflect the opinions of the Nevada Sagebrush or the University of Nevada, Reno. They are my opinions because I am a Slay King, and my opinions are so pure and raw and so cool and unique. So that's why you're listening. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I wrong? Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast episode this week. It's nice to be back. And I'm about to play the song again. The song. Let's hear it. See you guys next week. Stay safe and stay warm because it's really cold. Bye.